November 180 Bravo Bravo with it.
November 180 Bravo Bravo, good afternoon to you. Report your altitude.
2,000 feet on 1014 Bravo Bravo.
Bravo Bravo, descending for 60, so climb not above, initially not above 4,000 feet on the QNH 1014.
4,000 feet, Bravo Bravo.
Correct. What's your requested routing?
Let's go and then direct.
521 ready, cleared right to let's go.
Let's go, Bravo Bravo.
Xplane Dedicated. Welcome to the home of Xplane Dedicated on YouTube. This is the YouTube channel where you can find hints, tips and reviews regarding Xplane. I have access to some of the foremost developers of Xplane content in the world. They are members of both the Facebook group and here on the YouTube channel. If you have a question, you can put it in the comments below on any of the videos. I will see them. Or even join the Facebook group. The link will be below. Don't forget to hit the like button and give us a thumbs up. We'll see you soon. Cheerio.
Well, good morning everybody. Hope you can hear me. Let's turn this down. And good morning and welcome. Happy New Year to everybody. Happy New Year to all of you. Big thumbs up. Finally, we've got rid of 2020 and we're here in 2021. And hopefully everything will go as planned. We just have to wait and see. So, what are we doing this morning? I am going to do a live review of Ultra Weather XP. Now, while she was watching the timer going down, you would have heard some noises such as birds tweeting, etc. And the first thing I'm going to say is that the birds tweeting and some other ambient sounds are included in Ultra Weather XP. Okay, so I'm gonna start first of all by just checking to see who's here. I know we've got a couple of people here because I could see that whilst I was watching the countdown. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the start of the show. Did you like it? Did you not like it? You just let me know in the comments below, and then we can, I can figure out, what's going on here. Right. Already, a couple of people have come in. Hugh Janus, good afternoon. Greetings from Miami. Yay, Miami. Happy New Year to you in Miami. Philip Whitehead, good morning, Wycliffe. Happy New Year. Good morning, Philip. Nice to see you. And then Chicken Sandwich is, Chicken Sandwich is here. He likes trout. Please don't play the full video. I didn't. Can you get another camera angle, please? Yeah, of course I can. But I'm not going to. So there you are. Right, so good morning, Happy New Year, and I'm going to do a full review of Ultra Weather XP. Now, Ultra Weather XP, it's been through a number of iterations. I can't remember how many versions, but we're on 2.6 something now, 2.62/3, because since this was released a couple of days ago, it's had a couple of patches already, a couple of hot fixes for silly little things, which I'll explain in a little while. Okay, so here we go. Ultra Weather XP, what is it? Well, first of all, it is it's not a weather engine. It's not a weather engine. It is cloud replacement. Okay, cloud replacement. But not only that, you've got a huge way of manipulating these clouds. As you can see, we're at Cardiff Airport at the moment, and looking outside of my window, it is overcast. But what you're seeing here in Ultra Weather XP, which is real-time weather, is not completely overcast. Okay, now this is a problem that all weather engines have, or weather depictions have, whatever. And the reason being is because there's a delay between what weather stations can pick up and what it can produce on your screen. So this is not exactly overcast, but you will notice as I came down then, the sky went from blue to like a grey, and a steely grey kind of thing. And that is kind of what the colour of the sky looks like outside, but there's a lot more cloud than that. Now let's just check that. Looking at this here, so I've got FSGRW, which is a weather generator. It's showing sky cover overcast at 1700 feet. What we're seeing is not overcast at 1700 feet. So one final thing I've got to check, because we need to make sure that we see. Now that was from a METAR, so we really need to match real world conditions. So let's put it on real world conditions and see if that makes a difference in the sim. It has actually. The clouds are a little bit more dense there, as you can see. But let's get into it. Okay, let's have a proper look around Ultra Weather XP. So Ultra Weather XP is a plugin. You install it into your resources plugins folder, and you can see it here, Ultra Weather XP settings. Now, previously, these settings were over a number of pages or a number of panels, and it was pretty confusing. And I have to say, there were a number of things that I didn't like about Ultra Weather XP previously. And one of the main gripes that I had with it was the overcast situation. So it would be overcast, almost as it looks now on my screen, but then the lights would come on, all the lights everywhere would come on, and the overcast, in the middle of the day it was overcast, but it was dark on the ground, so to speak. It was almost dusk, maybe even a little bit darker than dusk. And I found that pretty disconcerting, because you can have overcast days and it still be very bright, yeah, because of the cloud. Today, looking out the window, it is overcast, but it's slightly dim looking. But as I look out towards the northeast, I can see blue sky in between the grey. So it's not a bad looking day, but in the past with Ultra Weather XP, it would be really, really dark. Now, of course, that has been changed, and it looks a lot better in my view. I actually really quite like this. Now, I have been doing some jiggery pokery and messing around with things, and I'm going to show you how to do this. Now, if you haven't had Ultra Weather XP before, you can change the sky textures, you can change the cloud textures. In fact, what we'll do, we'll go through this interface here now. So you've got sky, so you can change the sky textures. You can change the atmosphere, the sky colouring, and the night sky. Now, in terms of atmosphere, you can have dynamic atmosphere, or you can have it off. So I just turned it off, and there was a change, and you noticed it more in the sky than anything. Let me turn it back on. Okay, it will come back on, but it comes on at a different rate than it goes off. I just turned it off, turned it back on. So there's a subtle change in the sky. Colouring, you can have normal, less, or more density. So it's on normal at the moment. Put it to less. There was a subtle change there. You'd have to look over in the left hand side of the screen here, and then we put it on to more, and you can see a subtle change again. It's pretty hard because of the conditions we're looking at. Sun, of course, you can change the sun glow. We haven't got much sun. Where is it? It's over there. So even through the cloud, that's normal. That's brighter. You can see the halo got brighter, and we'll put it to less, and it's just like a disk. So I would have it normal. Sun lighting, you can have dynamic sun lighting. Turn that off and on, and you see what that does is the light on the sea, the reflection. So you can have it more, less, or normal. Okay, visibility, dynamic visibility. Let's see. We need to look at something over here. So we'll look this way. Dynamic visibility, normal, and then less again. So basically that's kind of getting rid of a fog haze. Maybe it should be on normal. Visibility Rayleigh, once again, you can turn the dynamic Rayleigh scattering off and dynamic visibility Rayleigh off. It's hard to see these things, especially in these weather conditions. Better in bright sunlight. Yeah. Normal, less. Hard to notice, but it is there. Then you've got clouds, textures of clouds, clouds colouring, night clouds, and volumetric clouds. And this is where you change the size of cloud. Now, I'll be quite honest. I think, personally, what you should do is, if you get this, is you set everything to the way you like, how it looks to you, the way you like it looking, and then leave it. Don't mess with any of this again. So cloud sizing, I've got on normal. Let's have a look at big. And once again, it's hard to see the change, but it is there, believe me. I'm trying to, we've got to small. Once again, it's hard to see it, but it is there. It's the same with all of these things. But don't forget, we're depicting real world weather at the moment. And water textures, you can change your water textures, and you can change your cloud textures. Now, let's just have a look at sky colouring a minute. It's the way you change the sky colouring is you need to come up to developer and show sky colours right down here. Now, if you choose one, say S1, you click it there, right? So this changed, and then you have to reload all cloud and colours. It says colours, but it means skies as well, because you see the sky here. Okay, we change that, and it has changed colour. Whoops! I know you can't see that. Let me get back outside. Let me get back outside. Sorry, that was an accident. Let's come round here. Get a bit higher. Okay. Change. And then reload. If you look down on the left-hand side here, this box, right? And when I click on this, you'll see that change ever so slightly. See it change? Whoops. It did. Let me come here. And you'll see it change. And all those boxes there as well, all these here. Okay, so it has changed. It's really imperceptible, especially at the moment because of the conditions. If it was high summer, you'd see a heck of a change. Or even, I'll do it this way. Let's move towards dusk, and then you can really see the change here. Okay, so we're moving towards sunset, right? Okay, now then, look at the sky colours here. I'm going to change it. You see it change then. Okay, we'll come here, click on here, and you see that it's like a pinky. Now, yesterday evening it was very much like that here in Cardiff. Change again. I think I went for that one, which was really realistic. Now, there's one of these, but we'll change it quite reddish. Ah, no, you see that's a golden colour there. Ooh, done it again. accident, sorry. Let's get back inside. Sorry about that. Keep catching my joystick. Right. I can't remember, there was one and it went to a real reddish colour. I like that. That is nice. I like that. Okay, so that's how you change the sky colours. Okay, I like that one. Kind of muted, bit nice. Wonder what happens when we go a little bit lower in the sky. Yeah, see that? That's nice. The one thing I do dislike, you notice the sun going across the water. As the sun goes lower, that line gets thinner, and it shouldn't. As the sun gets lower, that line should get wider. I think that's a laminar thing. Okay, so coming back up. Also notice how the clouds underneath are darker here, and then the light here. You've got different colours of cloud from wherever the sun is. Yeah, I like that. That looks really good, especially this time of day. Okay, so that is sky colours. How you do sky colours. Let me just turn this off. I will have a look at the comments in a moment. In fact, I'll look at the comments now to see if there's any more coming. Right, quite a few. Let's have a look. After chicken sandwich, Stefan. Good morning, Stefan. Happy New Year to you. The chicken sandwich is saying he's not old. He was born in 1954. So was I. So Mike Oxlong is 66 as well. You got to wonder about these guys sometimes. Richard, good morning. How are you? Happy New Year to you. Am I flying today? No, I don't think so. I don't think I'm flying today. I'm just doing this live review, as they say. Right, so oh, Hugh Janus, good afternoon. Hugh Janus. Cracking. Unbelievable. Right, so coming back to this then, I need to show you how to change the clouds, okay? This is a little bit more confusing. So you come up to developer and you go to the texture browser and you type in cloud, and this brings up the clouds, okay? So here are all the different clouds. Now to change the cloud textures in Ultraweather XP, as I say, you have to bring up the texture browser, type in cloud, and it will bring up these cloud puffs. And you click on what you want to change it to, so we'll say C10, okay, C10. But what you have to do is you have to reload each one of these. So you double click on it, oops, double click on it, yeah, and you press reload, and you'll see these shapes change. Sometimes you have to click twice. Maybe you don't see that change because it'll be another one. So you click on this one, reload, they changed. Okay, but you've got to do this for every one of them. Okay, change, changed. All these are different cloud textures within Xplane. Reload, they changed. Whoops. They did, and they did. So whatever one you choose, I chose C10, whatever one you choose, you open up the texture browser in developer, type in cloud, and then you have to reload each one of these, okay, as I've done there, and you can see it changed the look of the cloud. Really, I have to say, and some of you might find this hard to believe because you know that I'm a SkyMax Pro fanboy, that these are some of the best clouds I've seen in Xplane. These are some of the best clouds I've seen in Xplane. Yeah, let me get my enunciation right. I am really, really impressed with Ultraweather XP. He's done a fabulous job. So we'll go and have a look at somewhere else in a minute, but let's just go up through the clouds and see what's happening. Do you do after dark streams where you chill out like Captain Canada? I don't do after dark streams, I must admit. I tend not to stream at night for a number of reasons. Mostly I don't like disturbing my wife with me gabbling on, and more often than not I like to watch TV in the evenings. So anyway, I've come above the cloud here and we're just scanning around and you can see what it looks like. Now this is very, very good. I'll be really interested to see if it produces thunderheads and cumulus nimbus in stormy weather, but this looks really quite good. And it seems to me they've also gotten over the clouds in the distance as well. There was a limitation, but it seems as though they've got over that as well. I'm trying to go up as quickly as I can. I've not used this product for some time. Is it a free update from older versions? I'll be honest and say I'm not quite sure. I'd have to have a look. Ultraweather XP is now available on their own website, I believe. Let's have a look. And 2.5 is available on the org, and 2.6 is available on the org. No, what you have to do. So this is 2.62, and basically, if you own Ultraweather XP 2.5, register your product at the developer site to get your upgrade. Yeah, I think. Hang on. Controls. I think it might be a free upgrade or it might be discounted. I'm not sure. I'm trying to find out. So. Right, if you're a 2.6.1 user, then it's a free upgrade. If you're a 2.5 user, you get a discount, and I think you can only buy it from their site at the moment. So let me put that there and go here and put this in here for you. There you go. Go there and have a look. Okay, but I must admit, it does look really, really good now. They've done a very good job. Now, I'm going to scroll back down here and go back under the clouds, because something I noticed is that when I do this, when I go up and down in an external view through the clouds seem to disappear at one point and then reappear as you get below the layer. You'll see what I mean now as we go down. It's taking a bit of time because I'm just using shift down arrow key. But here we come. Right, as we come to the layer of cloud, yeah. See, it's thinning out, thinning out, thinning out. It's almost kind of disappeared, and then as we get lower, it reappears above us. Now, I'm not quite sure what's going on there, and I think it's because I'm scrolling up and down and going through the clouds. It may be that when you actually fly up through layers, you wouldn't notice that. I don't know. I haven't flown for a couple of days, so I haven't been able to test that theory out. But I'm thinking that might be the case. Anyway, let's go and have a look at somewhere else. See if we can change location and see what it might be like in Innsbruck. Okay. And as I was saying, you've got the ambient sounds as well, so that you can, you hear the ambient sounds of birds tweeting, etc., etc. As somebody said, do I chill out in the evening? Let's turn that on a minute. Well, yeah, I do chill out in the evening, and last night I chilled out very nicely with that. I didn't drink all that. I think I drank about that much whiskey last night. Maybe that much whiskey. I don't know. But anyway, that's what I do in the evening. And as I say, mostly because I don't want to disturb my wife with me gabbling and talking. Captain Canada, I'm not sure whether Captain Canada's married or not. I think he is. I'm pretty sure he is. But he's making a career out of YouTube. And if you want to make a career out of YouTube, if you really want to make a career and try and earn money, you've got to dedicate at least 2 hours a night to YouTube and streaming. A friend of mine told me that. Bellens said that. And I'm not sure that I want to do that personally. It's a large commitment, and there are more trolls at night, and I don't like trolls, I must admit. I find it very hard to ignore them. And of course you don't know who is a troll or who's not, I've had some nasty experiences. But anyway, enough of that. We'll just wait for Innsbruck to load up. I hope it does. You know what Xplane can be like. At the moment it says it's not responding. Although I never understand why it does that. It says not responding when it clearly is in the background, but you never can tell because it's saying it's reading new scenery files and it could take forever. I'm assuming you can all hear me okay, because some of the comments. Oh, I think that was my phone. I've never known my phone to make that noise before. I don't know what the heck that is. One of the things about streaming is that you should always turn your phone off. I'm just looking, I can't see anything on there that is of importance. Did you say some bellends told you to stream for 2 hours? What I said, Richard, is that somebody that I know called Bellens, he suggested that if you want to make a career out of YouTube and if you want to grow your channel to numbers, then you should at least dedicate 2 hours a night to streaming. Whether you make money or not is another matter. I mean, I've been doing this for I don't know how many years, and the best month I've ever had was $12. So, it's not about YouTube. Is not about making money. Believe me. If anybody thinks they're going to go on YouTube and make lots of money, they can forget it, because it just doesn't work like that. I'm afraid it just doesn't work like that. If only. Right, here we go. Innsbruck, and it looks like the weather's quite nice at Innsbruck today. Not that much cloud around, although there is some low cloud here, hugging the hills. Let me refresh my FSGRW. It says it can't connect to the sim. Well, that's a lie. So let's try this. Lowy, Innsbruck, start the weather. And as you can see, the weather's changing as we're talking. The one thing I do like about Ultra Weather XP that it wasn't previously, it is now dynamic. It actually does change, and I believe it's volumetric clouds. Volumetric. So look at the cloud up there in that valley there. That's really neat. Let me just check, because this has happened before. It seems, yeah. See, you've got to. It's gone back to a custom meta, which I haven't got many of. Right, so you always must check that it's applying real world weather. I believe this is now real world weather. The weather, it looks quite nice. Here we are. It's populating, repopulating. That looks quite nice. It does this a couple of times until it gets it right. I've seen this happen before. Right, I think that's settled down now, so we'll try and get above this and see what it looks like. I know. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday, and I came to Innsbruck and I went to have a look at the cloud, and it was over the mountains and in the valleys, and it did look amazing. This looks pretty good. Let's just check the real world weather. Few at 6,000, broken at 30,000. So I'd say that was about right. A few at 6,000. Now we know these mountains around here on the approach, Ratzenberg approach, which is over here. The Ratzenberg approach, you would come off Ratzenberg at, I think it's 11,000 feet. So that's Richard, my God, thank you very much. Well, thank you very much, Richard. I really appreciate that. That is so good of you. Thank you very much. Awesome. A nice way to start 2021. Thank you very much indeed. Well, a small token of your appreciation. I appreciate that dramatically. Yeah, I think I've broken my $12 in 1 month, in 1 day. Thank you, Richard. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, mate. Gosh, that's what that noise was, wasn't it? I just realised what that ring noise was. It was that super spend. Thank you very much. Keep up the great content. Well, I try. I've got I released a review yesterday of, I can't remember, I'd have to look on the channel. What did I really, it wasn't Ultra Weather XP. What did I do yesterday? I'm going to have a look now. I've forgotten what I did yesterday. It wasn't an airport, was it? It was X-Organizer is what I did yesterday. I did a review of X-Organizer, which is very, very good. That is incredible. You put in scenery, you run X-Organizer outside of Xplane, with Xplane not running, and it just sorts out your scenery in a file and puts everything in the right location. Look at this. This weather is changing as we are talking. Look at it. This is, without doubt, the best weather I've seen in Xplane for quite some time. So Hugh is saying, these clouds are not volumetric. It's a reskin of the default billboard system. Volumetric is what you get with XEnviro, and I'm pretty sure Ultraweather XP are working on volumetric rendered clouds. Okay, I can only go with what certain things say. And I'm pretty sure that I saw it here somewhere. There we go. Volumetric clouds. Simulate volumetric clouds. Yep. Cloud sizing. Big. Normal. Small. There we go. And you saw that change. So let me move over here. So volumetric. Normal. Big. It will change. Volumetric fading, high. You can see that faded, normal, normal, and low. So that's low volumetric fading. That's normal. I can only go off what it says. Oh, Billy Wilson, thank you. Okay, they're not truly volumetric. All right, I don't know, but they look good. Let's put it that way. You can literally see it's a bundle of textures. Oh, I agree with you in that regard, because look, if we go to here, texture browser, they're definitely bunches of textures, without a doubt. Without a doubt. You know, they are, you know, a load of textures. And they're all compiled together. But that said, you know, I remember years ago, I'm trying to remember what game it was now. A flight sim years ago, was it? Flight Unlimited? Or something like that. And they were claiming they had volumetric clouds, and they were not. Definitely not. What is my field of view? I'm not quite sure. You're talking about resolution is 2560. This is a 32-inch monitor. Settings. Lateral field of view. I have it at 95.56 degrees, if that's what you're asking. Field of view. My lateral view 95.56 on a 32-inch monitor, which is 2560. Right. I have got Xenviro, but it's a long time since I've had it on my machine. A long time since I've had the installation in. Let me have a look. I think it's in here, if I've got it. I'll look at my downloads folder. So I'm not quite sure. Apparently Richard used fraudulent money to pay me with, so we'll see. I don't think so. 1.15, it has changed a lot. Very hard on frames. So yeah, this is the problem, isn't it? It's about getting, you know, things to work. I can't see Xenviro here. I'm pretty sure I've got it. I've got Ambient. Have you tried that? Oh, yeah. That is... I don't know whether that's changed lately, but that's another one that was really kind of made a mess of things a little bit. Yeah, of course it is. I was just looking then as I scrolled around, looking right off onto the horizon there. The mountains on the horizon. I don't know whether you can see my mouse. The cloud in there. That, you know, that looks good. I like that. I like the look of it. I like the look of it. Let's let me check something here. Whilst you've got me all kind of wondering now. I need to go into that account and just check. So. I hope you've all had a good New Year. I mean, what did you do last night? Here in the UK, we was asked to stay at home, and for the most part, I think a lot of it, well, everybody did. There were no huge parties going on anywhere around the UK. Hogmanay in Scotland was changed dramatically. No, Xenviro is from FS Elite, isn't it? From those guys over there. So no, I haven't got it in that account. I have used it though. I have tried it. I'm sure I have. But it needs optimizing, if I recall. Anyway, I think that, as far as I'm concerned, that looks pretty good. I will be interested to see if it can do Cumulus Nimbus, Thunderheads. You know, we can get those in SkyMax Pro. I do know that SkyMax Pro are doing some more development work on their clouds, and I'm pretty sure that once they've done that, I will look at that and give that another review, because I think at the moment, the one thing I do like about Ultra Weather XP and a couple of the others, certainly Xenviro, you know, the more the merrier, because what will happen is you will choose the one that you like the best, yeah, for yourself. And as I've always said, and I'll continue to say for as long as I possibly can, it's what you personally are happy with. If it looks good to you, and if you like the way that it looks, then that is all that matters. I can't understand why it does that. Maybe that's a weather refresh thing, and it does it a couple of times. So there we go. It settles down. I'll have to have a look at that. There's I thought I saw a thing then. What do you call it? Contrail. Quite possible. Quite possible, because I've got global traffic on. I've got global traffics. Although oddly, there we are. You see, few aircraft flying around. There's one. 2 hours. Don't know whether you've seen global traffic or traffic global. I can never remember it. Here we go. Traffic global. Let's have a look at the radar screen. A few aircraft flying around, and let's have a click on one. It takes us to the aircraft. My name is Billy. What is Boeing? I've no idea, Billy. I know what Boeing is. So look at this EasyJet. Where's he going? There he is. And Ural Airlines has just gone off. Oh no, there they are. It's a cruise. Brussels Airlines. All very neat. All very neat and tidy. Atlas Global. Ryanair. And general aviation aircraft flying over Innsbruck. Let's turn that off. So, there we have it. I don't know what else you'd like me to do, or if you want me to go somewhere to find. Is that real traffic? No, I'm sorry, it's Traffic Global. Traffic Global, there we go. So, you know, there's all sorts of things you can do. There's radar, there's a flight schedule, so show me the schedule out of Innsbruck. The schedules are based on real schedules, real world schedules. Obviously not live real world schedules, I suppose, like today. These were probably from 2019, these schedules. The schedules do get updated by Traffic Global. You just have to refresh it, I believe, and it'll do new schedules for you. I mean, this is Innsbruck. It's a day out because it's saying Saturday and it is Friday. There's a flight path view, although I've never found that to be satisfactory. What else we've got in Traffic Global? There's a load of views, different views you can use. Where are we? Where the heck? There we are. Show missing airports, show missing liveries. I'm not really that bothered about that. There's a user guide, of course, and yeah, all pretty neat. That's the radar. You can zoom in and out. It's 3 miles away, a couple of miles, half a mile away, so forth, so on. It's actually quite funny when you watch somebody who's on approach. You know, you can pick somebody on approach and watch them coming in. Try and pick somebody up here. Chewy. I've changed the view. There we are. That's it. What's that one? There's that general aviation aircraft. Oof. I wouldn't want to fly through these mountains, I tell you. Not in a little GA aircraft. You go down in these mountains, you're seriously lost. Okay. Shows flying follow me cars. I've never seen that. Hugh, no, I haven't got the A300. I haven't got it. It's really expensive. I think it's something like £85 for us. I haven't got it. I'd like to try it. We'd have to see. We'd have to see. It's I&I flight, isn't it? Is it I&I? I&I flight. No. I can't remember who it's by. A300. I put A300 Xplane. I&I simulations, that's it. Any builds. Alright, so it's £69.99. That's £70, which is an awful lot of money. It is supposed to be very good. It's got high fidelity systems. I would really like to get it, but it is incredibly expensive. So we'll have to wait and see. You know, my other hobby needs feeding. Well, less, you know, I mean, the thing is, TSC, I don't know whether you're a flight sim enthusiast, but we do pay an awful lot of money for aircraft. But then again, when you fly aircraft that are, you know, are high fidelity, are almost as real as they get, then a lot of, you know, we will pay the money. But then again, by the same token, this aircraft, which is free, there's Boeing 737 by Zebo, and people will know this aircraft. It is amazing what they've done. You know, for a free aircraft, it is absolutely amazing. But some people, you know, they have a lot of devotion and they will do what they can. Well, no, it's not that, Hugh. You know, I mean, some of the development teams are only small. Like Ultra Weather XP, for example, is just three brothers, the Al-Mantasir brothers, Abdullah and his two brothers. You know, it's just a team of three, and they do all the work. Some Microsoft and PMDG, for example, that they've only actually developed a few aircraft over the years, and they pay, you know, they cost a fortune, their aircraft. The Innsbruck, yeah, it is very big. The team is. Sorry, Hugh, you're saying the team is very big. I don't know. I don't know anything about them. You know, surprisingly, it was only when just after the aircraft came out that I kind of learned who these people were. I'd never heard of them up until that time. Although I will admit freely that this year I kind of taken my eye off the ball a little bit, as many people have. You know. Found things difficult this year. I had a bad period during the summer, like a lot of people. You know, it's just been a crazy, mad year for everybody, and so a couple of things I missed, and that was one of them. I don't know who Abdullah Ababa is, but I know who Abdullah Al-Mantasir is. So I think you're talking about the same person, Billy. No idea. Okay, boys and girls, I think that is it. Unless there are any questions particular about Ultra Weather XP, I mean, I think it is really, really good, whether it's real volumetric clouds or not. I think it's good. It can only improve, and so, I mean, the improvements over the first version is dramatic. And now, you know, I think it's really shaking the market up. I need to relook at XEnviro. I know I had it at one point because I have done a review on it. I'm sure I have. I'm sure I've done a review on that, but even so, what I'll do is I'll get hold of a copy and we'll have a look at it again. If the problem is if it takes a lot of power, then that's going to be problematic. This, I think, that's happening now is a weather refresh. I'm trying to remember what I've got my weather refresh rate set to. Let's have a look. Tools, tools file, help. I think I've got my weather refresh rates at something like 5 minutes. Although right, Billy. Well, the last time I had to do any kind of that work, mathematical work, was when I was in school, and none of that makes any sense to me. Throughout my life and my career, I've never really had to bother with mathematics because I was involved in what they call the soft sciences. I was a social worker, and then I became a training and development officer. So rather than me dealing with numbers and fractions and the square roots of things, I was dealing with people, and I would spend all of my days stood up in front of a classroom teaching and lecturing. I didn't need maths, so thank you for that. And you carry on and you work out the whole shape to 33 significant figures or values. Well done. Well, that's it from me. I'll see you, everybody. You take care. Have a great day, whatever you're doing. I suspect that many of you will just be chilling out and lazing about. If some of you are working or going into work in some way or another, stay safe. And as the saying goes, wash your hands, stay safe, make space, and wear a mask. Okay? Wash your hands, make space, wear a mask. See you, everybody. 2021 has got to be better than 2020. Cheerio.